Assistant. Hi, everybody. How are you? Welcome to our Wednesday Meet the Member. My name is Lynn Allen Sion. I'm the president of the Orange County Chamber of Commerce, and I want to welcome you today. I hope you're all being safe. I hope you're all wearing masks. Here's my little flamingo mask. I hope that you're all wearing them and staying safe. We want to continue to be back in business, and we do not want to go back to where we were. Just so that everybody remembers, tomorrow we are entering phase 4, which has to do with limited outdoor sports, some limited outdoor activities that are able to be open now. Capacity is up to 50 people for events. And if you have any questions, you're always able to contact me at area code 845-294-1700 or at my email, lync@orangeny.com. And we want to thank our sponsor for today, which is Scene Lab, and Eric is behind the magic curtain today, making sure that this gets streamed onto Facebook Live. And we always want to thank our corporate partners, who without them, we would not have been able to do really much of what we have been doing for the past 3 months. So it's Cornerstone Family Healthcare, Drake Loeb PLLC, Legoland New York, New York Stewart International Airport, Woodbury Common Premium Outlets. Those are our platinum partners. Our gold partners are Access Supports for Living, Central Hudson and Gas, Community Playthings, DocuWare, Empire State Bank, Hudson Valley Credit Union, Montefiore St. Luke's Hospital, Orange Bank and Trust Company, Orange and Rockland Utilities, Orange Regional Medical Center, Toro College of Osteopathic Medicine, Ulster Savings Bank. And our President's Circle is Interact Marketing and SOA Events and Acquisitions Marketing. So with that, I'm going to welcome our guest today, who is Suzanne Schindler of Tool Factory Outlet. There she is. Hi, Suzanne. How are you?
Good. We're doing good. Hope you're okay.
Good. Yep, we're hanging in. We're hanging in like everybody else. It's been a really rough, really rough three months. We're fortunate that everybody here at the chamber is healthy. Nobody's sick, so we're very fortunate with that. We're waiting for everybody to be able to open, and to get moving as we would want to. I don't know when we'll be getting back to what we used to know, but people are starting to be able to move ahead. So Suzanne, before we talk too much, I want to thank you and and Hannah and Barton, because you folks have been members of the chamber pretty much since you started, and so far back it was before we merged. So it was the Chamber of Commerce of Orange County, which was in Goshen and Middletown, and then they merged with the chamber that was in Newburgh, and then we had the Orange County Chamber of Commerce. So you are one of the founding members of this chamber. So I want to thank you for your loyalty to us, for your constant support of the business community, because you folks are really stellar. You're really stellar. So thank you. So how are you folks?
We're doing good.
What are some of the things?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
How are you folks doing with all of this? I think the connection's going in and out a little bit.
We were fortunate that, because we sold tools and, we're in that construction line of business, that we were able to remain open throughout the pandemic. So we were able to service a lot of our customers, and we saw a lot of new homeowners coming in that were, for items that they needed because they were home and they were doing things around the house. So everybody's healthy and everybody's good, and we appreciate everybody's business. Tool Factory Outlet is open. It's just about 35 years now that we're in business. So
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And you're one of the one of the oldest women-owned businesses in Orange County.
Yes,
it's the women-owned business. So in the past 3 months, say, has there been something? You had mentioned that people were home and doing some things, and you were able to service your customers. Is there something that people bought more than other things?
Yeah, it's funny that you say that. We saw an uptick in sales of wheelbarrows.
Really?
Yeah. Things, more around the house that a contractor probably wouldn't use. A lot of chainsaws, a lot of weed whackers, different things like that, homeowners would look to use, not necessarily a contractor. I mean, even though contractors use those items as well, but we saw a lot more customers coming in that, they were home from work. They weren't able to go into work or working from home, and they had time to do things around their house. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a huge blessing. That's a huge
Yeah.
blessing. And I know that a lot of people were more comfortable going to a smaller store than some of
Yeah.
the big box stores,
Exactly.
because there were, the social distancing. Did you notice did you notice an uptick in people coming in
Yeah, everybody
or
came
new
with
customers?
masks, new customers, and some old, because I think it was what was it? Individual contractors, if they were working one person on a job, I think was able to
Right.
maintain
Yes.
working. So we saw a lot of people, small businesses themselves come in if they had a side job that a job that they were working on, they would come in to get their equipment. The one thing that we do offer is hands-on sales. You get that one-on-one attention when you come into the store.
Yeah.
We service just about every tool that we sell, and if we can't, we make sure that we get it repaired or get the parts for the person. So you have a lot of that type of customer relations, and people have been coming for years. And my husband knows every single person that walks in the door by name. So it's very nice. It's like going home. Yeah.
Well, it is like going home because you folks are a fixture here in Goshen.
Yes.
So, you've built up a trust. You have friends. You have, you have very, very loyal customers. Very,
Yeah.
very loyal
Yeah.
customers. That's a testimony to really the level of customer care that you give to your
Yeah.
customer. So you were selling a lot of wheelbarrows and you were selling a lot of those things. Are you
Yeah.
starting to see maybe a change? I know you were selling masks. Are you still selling the
Yeah,
masks?
we still have masks. We were fortunate enough that my husband kind of fell into it, because we personally, I had to get Esther to make masks for us because we couldn't get masks. And then somebody contacted him, and he was able to get medical grade masks and disposable gloves. And we still have them. And now we are able to get the N95s and the KN95s, which were very difficult to get. And the price for us was much higher than normal. Barton couldn't believe the prices that people were charging for these things, because before the pandemic, it was dirt cheap. So, it's unfortunate that the end consumer ends up having to pay a little bit more. But I think the prices are now starting to come down and normalize. And we're still selling them. We still have them in stock, and we can get them with 1 day's notice if anybody needs an excess amount.
That's great. I have Joanna sitting here. I think you had gotten your message.
Yeah.
Our director of marketing and communications is sitting here with a mask because she's still a little, I'm not masked, obviously, but she's wearing one of your masks.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah. I
so
restock
Joanna
mine.
here is an advertisement for you, Suzanne, because
Thank you.
she's wearing one of the masks she got from you.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you saw over the past 3 months? You folks have been in business for a long time.
Yeah.
So you've been through the big recession. You've been through the ups and the downs, the vicissitudes of being in business for 35 years. So what are some of the tools? What are some of the, not to, no pun intended, but what are some of the things that you folks had learned that you were able to put into practice? Because there are probably some newer business owners listening. So what are some things that you found to be really productive?
I don't work as much I don't work in the store. I'm more behind the scenes, so I don't know everything that's going on in the store. I don't know what my husband has seen on a daily basis every day, but people come in and they have their demands, and he tries to fill each of these demands for what they're looking for, and they do anything to try to get that order in if it's a special item. So we do get a lot of special orders. Yeah.
Well, I guess, that's what's helped you. Like you had mentioned that you have very loyal customers, and that's from over the years, not just waiting for a pandemic to provide good customer service, but throughout the good time.
Yeah. He's always done that. Yeah.
And, yes, but that's your reputation. That's your reputation. And also being able to have good quality tools. I know when I go in there, you have really top-notch tools. They're not cheaply made. They're very well made. So any of those people who bought weed whackers
Yeah,
crackers from you. You know they're going to be around. The wheelbarrow that we bought from you, that Tom and I had bought from you a number of years ago, we still use.
yeah.
So I'm still using that wheelbarrow, and that's pretty old. And it's still hanging on without a problem.
Well, the good thing, it's probably a Brentwood wheelbarrow, and that's all American made. And that's the other thing. Barton tries to stock as much as he can American made products. And the Brentwood wheelbarrows last forever. They're heavy duty, and they, I can't even tell you how many he sold in the course of the last 3 or 4 months. And he just got another shipment in about 10 days ago, and those are starting to go.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, so we do
Starting
try
to
to do American made. That's the wheelbarrows are a lot of these leather tool pouches. It's a very hot item. Those are all handmade, American crafted. So we do try to carry as much as we can American made items.
Well, I think that's one of the lessons that we really learned from this pandemic, because so many of the things that we needed had been produced offshore.
Yes. hmm And he has noticed that deliveries have been
Products this
changing.
close to home.
Yeah, it's been hard because
It's
as the pandemic is hitting different areas, um, it slows down the production and the shipping of where the warehouses are. So right now he's not seeing some things come in as soon as he orders it. So that's been taking a little bit longer, and that's all out of our control. That's all
right.
because of the pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if this pandemic has taught us all to be a little bit more patient with things, that
Yeah.
there are some things that are just completely out of our control, and there's not a lot that we can do about it. The one of the things I did want to ask you is, yep, and you actually have on one of the comments is Sharon Jellybean Warrants from
Oh,
Jellybean Promotion
yes,
says, yes, we
Sharon.
bought a wheelbarrow from Tool Factory Outlet too. So
That's right.
so
Yeah.
you have a fan following,
Yes.
Suzanne. You have a fan following here. But
Yeah.
you know, from your perspective, small business owner, what are some of the, what do you need right now? What is it that you need?
Yeah, we want our customers to come in, not to be afraid to come in, and not to be afraid to ask for that special item if we don't have it in stock, because we really do try to, get whatever the person needs. And we sell a lot of high-end tools. We have a lot of, carpenters, finished carpenters. We have a lot of people that make their own furniture and do a lot of fine woodworking. And for those good products they need good equipment to
Mhm.
make the final product,
Absolutely.
and we have that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I already know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it to you anyway, just so that you can let people know. For people to come into your store, because one of the things that we see is customers want to know that because we're in the middle of a pandemic, that they're safe when they go into the store. So
Yes.
what are some of your safety protocols?
Everybody has a mask. We ask that customers wear a mask. It's a large store, so it's not overly crowded. So there's all that space. So social distancing happens automatic there because there is the room to do it, and it's not overly populated, and everything is cleaned, and they answer whatever question that a person has. And you have to keep in mind that we have most of our clientele is men, and I don't think that they're always as aware of a lot of the things as women. I don't mean to make that a sexist comment, but I think it's just human nature. And the guys come in, especially if they know what they want, they come in, they know what they need, and they walk out, and they're done. Some people are just in and out. Yeah.
So is there so where are you located, Suzanne? I want to make
We
sure that people know where you're located, because it's really important for people to support small businesses.
Our address is 2522 Route 17M in Goshen, and it's right off the Quickway exit 123, and we're located right next to Healy Ford in Lincoln on 17M. And we're open 7 days a week. Yeah. Oh, we're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6, Saturdays from 8 to 4, and Sundays 10 to 2.
Wow. So you have 7 days a week.
Yes, 7 days.
So it's very, I just want everyone out there in Facebook land to really understand how vitally important it is to support local business. Tool Factory Outlet has been a fixture in Orange County for years. It's family run. They're accountable to everybody here. Suzanne said that it's American made products. And so we encourage you, we really encourage you that if you have tools, to please visit them. Please visit them. Support your local economy.
Yeah.
Because for every dollar that you spend at a small business, 67 cents of that stays local, as opposed to going to a larger store where it's much less than that. I think it's like in the upper 30s, low 40s, which is because it gets sent out. So when we support our local businesses, we're not just supporting our local businesses, we're supporting ourselves, we're supporting our communities, we're making sure that our communities are strong. And one of the things that we've learned in this pandemic is that we really have to support each other.
Yeah.
The communities in Orange County, the county's done a good job, but the communities have really supported and helped each other, fed each other, done everything to make sure that people were taken care of. So I really want to encourage everybody to please visit Tool Factory Outlet. They're a great, great local business. They've been members of the chamber for about 35 years, probably as long as you've been there.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that you want to say, Suzanne? We're just about out of time now.
Well, I appreciate you inviting us to do this today to get the word out. We hope to see, people come in, and, we're happy to serve you and get you on the road to your next project and construction, any type of hand and power tools. So thank you, Lynn.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I just want to let everybody know that we have three events coming up. Thank you very much, Suzanne. Please say hello to Hannah for me. Please say hello to Hannah. We miss her. I just want to thank you. Thank you. I want everybody to know that this Thursday on Facebook at 10 o'clock, we have our July breakfast, and that is Josh Summers, who will be speaking about marketing your business in uncertain times. And we are in uncertain times. So if you want some marketing tips from one of the premier marketers and PR specialists in the region, please be sure to tune in on that. It will be recorded, so if you miss it, you'll be able to still catch it. Also want to let you know that on Monday at 10 o'clock, next Monday, Matt and Lacquer Paint will be our Meet the Member. And then next Wednesday, Abilities First on Wednesday, this Wednesday, whoops, sorry, missed that. This Wednesday, at 2 o'clock is Abilities First. Melissa McCoy from Abilities First will be joining us. So I want to thank everybody for being with us today. Please be safe. Don't forget, wear your mask, social distance, and take care of yourselves, please.